Correct.
They will
Correct.
use some of the tools.
Correct.
Get the
Yes.
job done
Yes.
quickly,
Yes.
as opposed to spending
Yes.
an hour average, I think, with the customer agent.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sure there is a cost to each call. So if the number of calls decrease, then you are reaching a certain.
It's just that I'm worried about, for example, the tooling that gives you those numbers.
Well, that has to be defined. I mean, what matters to you has to be defined very early. It has to be in the API canvas
Yeah,
where.
but I'm thinking more. I'm thinking more mechanics. I'm thinking, okay, where does it live, and how do I grab it and then show it?
That you have to get technology around it. Again, I wouldn't really go too deep into the tools.
Right. Okay.
To start with, you can just get a manual report of, okay, what is our bill from the RIS call center for this year, this month? Has it reduced or something like that?
Maybe even sentiment. I know we were measuring sentiment, and then say let's started to look at some of that data. So
yeah, net promoter scores.
Yeah, net promoter scores. So
Could be.
And learn from the results and improve your API. Well, I think it seems obvious, but I'm not so sure.
That is the agile thing, right? That you need to get, you need to learn, continuously keep learning. DevOps and agile always talk about that. So nothing different there.
So here's the question. Continuous learning and agile, which to me means you're organized and you're going for speed, right?
No, you're not going for speed. You're going for quality.
Well, it's right. I mean, you try to,
you cannot go there is a trade-off between speed and quality.
Obvious.
A lot of people think that by continuous learning we are going to increase speed. Some people, but as soon as you increase your speed, the quality will decrease a little bit. So you need to get to what level of quality do you need, and based on that, pace yourself.
Right, but if you get better at what you're doing, then you can go faster and keep the quality, right? Because you're measuring. There's quality here, here, right? These three of these phases, and definitely it'll show up over here, and so on and so forth. So, but my bigger sort of picture question is, okay, we got this agile thing over our heads. We want to go fast, react to business need, customers, all that. Given these 8 steps, I have a feeling some people would say this is a little heavy-handed. Is it possible to go at a reasonable pace, let's just say reasonable pace, through this?
I don't think this is heavy-handed. I think this is a lot simpler way of developing. The thing with any DevOps is how do you sell it to the management? Because they are like, okay, build it, show me, and deploy it. And this is not build it, show me and deploy it. It's more like build it, see what you have built, learn from it, go back, build a little bit more, go back, build a little bit more, till we get to a phase where we can deploy it to the end consumer.
Right, but then at the end of the day, so you're going through the cycle on and on and on and on. At the end of the day, this cycle will give you better designed APIs and better value.
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking for value.
Yes.
Otherwise, why build it?
Yes, absolutely. So sometimes people don't think about various use cases and would build one endpoint, and in that one endpoint, they are doing 3 different things.
Correct.
So if you build it in this manner, in your second iteration, you would realize that, I have got consumers who would want only a part of the functionality that that I'm providing here. So maybe I need to go and refactor and make it 2 or 3 endpoints, and then have each of those endpoints interact with each other to give a final functionality.
So good point, excellent point. So given this sort of intro, and I'm going to definitely keep researching on this and share with my colleague, which one do you think gives you more, let's say you're the business, which one would be more pain point? Meaning, you're, like you said earlier, I want to deploy, I want to see, which one from a business side will give the perhaps
lean architecture, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, from the business point of view, it is always like, when do I get the end product?
Okay.
Why do you want to build a lean architecture? I'm telling you, we are going to have 50,000 consumers and you need to build this monolith of an API
Good
or
point.
monolith of a microservice. Rather.
Exactly. So now let's flip a little bit. Let's say you're an API provider. Which one of these, from what we know so far discussed here, gives you, say, more of a pain? You know.
Or audit your APIs.
Okay.
Because you are spending too much time auditing the APIs.
And you want to push, right?
You want faster results.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, and then from a consumer perspective, you like all of these because you hopefully you get what you want.
From a consumer point of view, I don't care about anything other than 6 and just 6.
Just 6?
Yeah, why would I care if you learn something from it or not? From a consumer point of view, I just want developer experience.
Correct. So this APIOps Cycles is targeted for whom? API providers?
It is targeted for everybody. So when you start, it is for the stakeholders.
Right.
And then the development team comes in 2 and 3. 4 is for your standards people. And
so it's a mix.
Right. 5 is when the business stakeholders finally get to see their product.
Right.
6 is for your consumer.
They're building the app. It's
Right. So 1 and 5 would be your product owners, and 6 would be your end user consumer, which is who the product owner is representing.
Okay, good point. Yeah.
Again, 7 is back to your product owner.
Okay.
Because he wants to get a feedback or she wants to get a feedback on did I deliver what the consumer wanted.
Right.
And 8 is again back to the developers.
Okay. Good point. Yeah. So again, the mix. Who are the actors here? Right. They talked about actors, but I still have trying to wrap my head around it. From what I've seen over the years, and you as well, where do they fit and who's part of this? Do they, so the BA from the business or the provider, do they are part of all of these? And what tooling do we use? And how fast can we go? And so on and so on. So I find it really interesting. It gives me I think it's quite nice the way it's laid out. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll propose it and start implementing. That's going to might be a challenge, but that's an interesting one. So,
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for the session.